Gentlemen, in today's video, I'm going to tell you how to stop being creepy with women. So if you either get told that you're creepy or you're terrified of being a creep, then I'm going to tell you how to stop so you don't do it and you can start taking action and stop being creepy. You're going to be a guy that takes action and goes up to women, and he's not creepy. At the very least, he earns the woman's respect because he goes up, he knows what he wants, and he's attractive even if she's not his type, or even if he's not her type, right? So let's get into it. If you don't know who I am, I'm Timothy Brazil. I'm the owner and founder of Understanding Attraction, and it's my mission to help you become a man that women are attracted to for the rest of your life. And when you think about that version of yourself, when you think about the version of yourself that is attractive to women in 10 years and will continue to be attractive to women until the end of time, when you think about that, I bet that guy's not creepy. I bet that version of yourself isn't creepy. So I want to tell you how to eliminate creepiness. So this first one's gonna trigger you, I think. You are worried about being creepy, or you are creepy because you are a sex-obsessed little teenage kid. And if you're not, the older you are, the more of an insult that's gonna sound like, but it's true. You're watching porn, you are jerking off all day, you can't get your hand out of your pants, and so every time you see a woman, you think sex. Every time you see a woman, you don't think about your standards. You don't think about the things that she might be able to do in your life. You think about, man, it would be so hot to fuck that girl. That's what you're thinking. Whether you like it or not, whether you have those emotions repressed deep down and you're like, no, I would never, I respect women too much to fuck them. Dude, the fact that you respect women too much to fuck them and you like think that way means that deep down, you're a little horny kid and you just haven't let that horny kid out yet, okay? You need to stop being so sex obsessed, all right? If you have shame around sex, if you have shame around being attractive to women or being attracted to women, you need to do whatever you can to cut that out. And it starts by not watching porn and not fantasizing about women that you can't get, okay? You know, if you want to jerk off a couple times, do it, but don't use porn. Don't use pictures of women. Use your fucking imagination, all right? And I would say if you're really in a porn rabbit hole, like cut the porn and masturbation for at least like 3 months, okay? Like cut it out. And you're gonna be like, oh, that's hard though. Yeah, it is. But like there's a reason that women are like so objectified in today's society, and it's not actually the guys that are like out there like banging them. It's the guys that give them money for just showing their ass. It's the guys that reward them with money. It's all the weak men that are rewarding this behavior. And so they're getting provided for by these men that are weak, that will do anything for intimacy with women. And it's because they're porn obsessed and they're sex obsessed. All these guys that are actually out there banging the hot girls that you subscribe to on OnlyFans, those guys aren't contributing to objectification. Those guys view them as women. And yeah, they might just have sex. They might be friends with benefits. But guess what? They actually like can be cool to them. They know how to put that on the back burner and be like, yeah, I can talk to you like a person, okay? So the reason that you play it too safe, the reason that you go up to girls and you have conversations that go nowhere and it ends up being creepy as fuck is because you're too much of a pussy to admit that you're attracted to her. You're too scared. You're way too scared. And you need to let go of that fucking ASAP. Because you're too sex obsessed, you're a little kid, that's what you're acting like. And as soon as you can cut that out, you'll start to notice the attraction from women really like double or triple, because they realize, oh shit, he's present with me in the conversation. He's not thinking about my ass, he's not thinking about my titties. And if he is, I can fucking tell. And he's not hiding that shit, and that's hot, okay? So that's number one. That's the first thing you need to fix. If you are porn obsessed, if you're sex obsessed, if you watch porn regularly, you need to cut it out completely because it's fucking your entire mental state, okay? It's fucking up your entire view of women. It's making women seem impossible. It's also making the hard work seem so not worth it. Whenever I talk later in this video or anywhere else on this channel about hard work, it seems so not worth it to someone that watches porn. You know why? Because you can basically have sex. You can trick your brain into having sex with like any woman on the planet. Any body type, skinny girl, fat girl, fit girl, whatever. You can fuck any girl you want with just your hand and your fucking internet connection. And so of course, you're not going to want to go through the hard work of like feeling challenged and feeling like weak and kind of pathetic and getting laughed at or whatever, like, you know, having an awkward conversation, because that's not the only way you can get intimacy. That's not the only way you can get sexual pleasure, right? And that's a core human need. And so when you can fill that core human need without any work, it's not going to feel worth it. You're not going to do it. Okay? So cut that shit first. You need to stop being so sex obsessed. Okay? And I know that a lot of you are probably here to learn how to have more sex. And trust me, that's why I did what I did. But that's why I got into this. That's why I started learning how to talk to women too. I had a lot of sex. I've been with like close to 100 women, if not more. And the reason that I stopped, the reason that now I have a fiance, is because I stopped being sex obsessed. And the reason that I even got to that number is because to enter that degenerate stage where I had that many options, where I could just have sex like almost 3 times a week if I wanted to, like the reason that I had that was those periods of time where I was going on like a rampage and I was going crazy. Those periods of time, I enjoyed the hard work of talking to women. I didn't watch a lot of porn. I was focused on putting in the hard work of learning how to talk to women and talking to them. I wasn't watching porn. I wasn't like diluting my mind to be like, oh, well, you know, I just want to fuck. I just like see this girl as like an object. I wasn't diluting my mind with porn in that way. I wasn't objectifying these women. And I know it sounds like kind of blue pilled and shit, but like, it's just true. Like porn's like fucking your headspace. Okay. Let's get into like number 2 and 3. And these are going to be, once you've gotten rid of the porn, what can you do to be less creepy? Okay. So another thing you can do to be less creepy is to go for what you want. This comes from knowing what women are attracted to. If you've watched this channel for a while, you know that women are attracted to men. Women are attracted to men. And what is a man? A man is a masculine winner that goes after what he wants. A man is a man that has the 4 pillars of masculinity on point, or at least is working on those every single day. So he's doing something to secure his finances. He's doing something to make his body more powerful, challenging it every day. He's doing something to secure his skills in communication, right? To get better at communication with women and with people, to be more of a charismatic leader. And he has a clear vision and focus for the rest of his life, for at least the next 10 years. He has a clear vision, or he's working on that. He's journaling on that every single day to figure out what that is. And I also have a video on this channel. I don't think I'll be putting up cards by then, but by the time I post this, but if I do, it's called like My Vision or something, or, you know, vision, or how to find your vision, whatever. You can actually look at like how to find a vision, and you need to start journaling every day. But he has those 4 pillars of masculinity on point, all right? And so what you have to understand about this is that if you are going to not be creepy, and you are going to go up to women and tell them, hey, I'm attracted to you, I'm not afraid to admit that, you need to be working on these 4 pillars of masculinity. You need to understand what a man is. Because it's only when you understand what a true man is, and you have that like daddy energy and you know what that looks like, it's only then when you can actually like push yourself to be that man. Like you need a model for success. That's why my coaching clients come into my program, because they need a model for success. They need a model of not only me or Troy, like the coaches in the program, but also the other guys that have gone through the program and gotten success. That's why I post testimonials a lot, like on Facebook and other social media platforms, because it's important to know that there's a model for success, and you need to know what that looks like. Okay, so if you're going to execute on that, you need to know what a model for success is. And that's the only way you're going to not be creepy, because like the fact is, creepiness comes from lack of certainty. Creepiness comes from, oh, I'm not sure if I should be doing this or not. Creepiness comes from you going up to a girl and thinking, I like this girl, but I'm too scared to tell her. Literally, the definition of creepy is that your actions don't align with your thoughts. And so if you're thinking something and your actions are doing something else, it's going to be creepy to women, especially when you're talking to them. Okay, so that's the second thing. You need to like really get clear on your masculinity and like figure out what that blueprint looks like for you. What's the most masculine version of you? And you need to act in that way. You need to act in a way that chases that ultimate masculine version of yourself every single day. Okay, you need to chase that. Now third, this is probably the most practical in the weeds example for how to be less creepy. But you need to own everything you say. And you can do this through tonality and body language, okay? You need to go in and speak like you want everyone in the room to hear you. And I guarantee when you're nervous, you're not gonna be that loud. So when you approach, go in like, hi, I'm Tim, I wanted to meet you. Hi, I'm Jason, I wanted to meet you. Hi, I'm Jake, I wanted to meet you. And really introduce yourself in a way where you are not afraid for anyone to hear. And you need to practice that. And it's gonna be very uncomfortable. It's gonna be very challenging, but you need to do that. Go in with body language like this, right? Hamza, I'm not gonna link it. You can look it up yourself. Look up Breathe Like a King by Hamza, great video. Look at that and do that before you go into an approach. Start breathing through your nose powerfully. Breathe like a man, deep into your balls, all right? Another thing you can do is down talk. All right, so I got this from like Simple Pickup like 8 years ago or something, but down talk, okay? And what I mean by that is don't talk like you're above them, but at the end of your sentence, go down with your voice, go down with your tone. So instead of, hey, how are you? Go, hey, how are you? Hi, I wanted to meet you. Not, I wanted to meet you? Hi, I wanted to meet you. What's your number? Start talking down. And you're gonna notice women, they're gonna light up. Do those 3 things, you're gonna have significantly better interactions. And the chances are you're gonna fuck it up after because you don't operate like that day to day. Even on my videos, I'm a little out of breath sometimes. My breathing isn't fully controlled. And so if I've been making content for years, right, for like a couple of years now, then it's obvious that there's a lot of work to be done for you, right? So when you go in and implement these, just notice there's a change right away. There's a change immediately, okay? And I just want you to notice that because that means that there's progress to be made, all right? Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, comment below, let me know what videos you want to see in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.